Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
I hate Bluelock, man. It's like they took pages straight out of Netflix's Notebook and copied it.
Of course. It's genius. Why didn't I think of that? You know what you must do.
I can't!
You must!
I really can't! It's not right!
Perhaps you're right.
It pains me to say it, but this season is just not it. Season 1 went from having vibrant and important manga panels animated and fully fleshed out. Keyword, animated, to whatever you call this train wreck. I am truly baffled in how they released this excuse of a season. The higher-ups really sat in a room, looked over what they had, and said, yeah man, this is fine, release it. It hurts so much because a lot of people are huge fans of the manga, myself included, and when the first episode of the animation came out, it was hot buns. And even after all that, a few of the fans coped and thought the studio was saving it for the U20 arc. And when the first episode of the U20 arc came out, it was straight buns. Up until Nagi's goal, and even that was subpar at best. I wasn't even going to make a video on this until after the U20 arc was over, but it's so annoying to watch I had to make a video on it ASAP. People are defending it saying the animation doesn't take away from the enjoyment, and to that I have to say shut the fuck up, you're a potato with limbs. The plot and the voice acting is amazing, just get over the animation. Do you hear yourself? This is the equivalent of ordering a cheeseburger and saying, oh, all the other ingredients are good, just ignore the fat fucking turd the chef threw in the middle there. How can looking at this not make you visibly upset? As of making this, episode 32 is out, and I'm thinking whatever little budget there was, they spent it all on Nagi's goal. The studio had 2 whole years to give us a decent anime, but instead they gave us this fucking slideshow. A stupid idiot on the internet could replicate it. Hell, look at this fan animation. In no world should a fan animation be beating you. You are a $1 million company. My brain can't put the puzzle pieces together on how they were able to fumble it. The excuse I always hear is because, oh, the studio didn't give the animators enough budget. Fine, okay, I won't hate on the animator, but I will most definitely hate on the studio for producing it. You're meaning to tell me a $1 million company couldn't spare a couple extra dollars for actual animations and not these fucking frames? And if they truly, wholeheartedly just couldn't afford it, then sell it to a studio who can. Mappa or Bones, I don't give a shit, just give you an actual anime. It solves your money problems, assuming there were money problems and Studio 8-Bit aren't just extremely greedy. And yes, I've read a few articles on why the animation was so bad. There was one animator that cut all the others off and all that. I don't know how true this is since that's not how animation studios work and it usually is like a team and each one has their own separate department. But for argument's sake, I'll say it's true for now, which has me even more vexed. So you fire the workers because I'm assuming you're having money problems, right? Money problems. Not that you want to leave with 80% more profit. Overworking him like a sweatshop worker, and I'm guessing he's not even getting paid well because let's be honest, animation should be getting paid way more than they actually are. Saw that he was struggling and still gave the green light. Is this company ran by a fucking infant? Look at this. They're not even running. They're just literally sliding across the screen. I am sick at looking at these anime lines. They do them in every scene to make an illusion of them moving. 8-Bit, we aren't fucking 9. We know they aren't actually moving. And why the fuck is there random CGI? Save the budget for God's sakes. There's no reason to be using the budget to CGI some of these scenes. These dead ass look like CapCut explosions. 8-Bit, you $1 million company. Surely you aren't using CapCut software to edit your garbage of a season. I was about to give them props for giving us an anime only scene, and then they fucked it up by plastering the same PNG poster everywhere to promote the match. And before you defend it saying it's just supposed to be posters to promote the match. No, screw that. If you watch Bluelock, you like football. And if you keep up with football, you know they will use a variety of posters to promote the match. And more importantly, when they pose the players, they pose them in action, you know, doing something with the ball. Whether it be players running with the ball, doing tricks, or something of the sort. You can just use different angles. Could you imagine going to an actual football game and seeing this plastered everywhere? There are many speculations on why the budget was so low, but no one truly knows. There's a rumor going around that they used the budget for this other anime they produced. I don't know the name of it. If I find it, I'll put it on screen. That's how irrelevant the other show is. And if the rumor turns out to be true, I'm only more convinced that this studio is ran by SpongeBob. I'm looking at these animes 8-Bit has produced, and I've never even seen / heard of these shows. I mean, what the fuck is this? Last year, Bluelock was the top-selling manga between the months of May and November. Top selling. That means it outsold One Piece for a bit. Fucking One Piece. I'm no company owner, Not yet anyways, but I like to think in my pea-brain mind that instead of saving the budget for a niche anime a lot of people haven't heard of, you would save it for, I don't know, maybe your most popular anime? This isn't rocket science. Hell, you don't even need a business degree. This is just a no-brainer. This kills me because the plot is actually amazing, and many of the people will watch it regardless simply because of the plot. But no, we as fans should put our foot down, because if they're ever gonna release a season 3, they're gonna pull out the same bullshit again. And many are saying, stop complaining, at least we got a second season. Homie, you are defending $1 million company, and I'm the consumer. If I don't like the product I'm consuming, I have all the right to bitch. I'm so confused in how this show has so many likes. I know it sounds like I'm just shitting on everything, but I genuinely do like the series. I just can't stand watching it. Okay, now comes the question of how we combat this to make sure season 3 won't be a pile of donkey doo-doo. Well, first and foremost, stop watching it in general. Stop hate watching shows. And this goes big for all creators, myself included. Do you know how bad 8-Bit's marketing strategy would go to shit if no one watched it? Like, the little effort they put in would go down the drain. A good example of this was Velma. Yeah, you know, the god-awful show with horrible plot lines and characters? Yeah, that show is terrible. I have yet to meet a single person who actually likes that show. But it got a second season somehow. Why? Because people hate watched it. It gave the impression that the show was actually well received, while in actuality it was not. This is for my stream users who actually use streaming services. Leave a thumb down, it will get the word out. And for my other users, just don't recommend the show. I'm angry. Season 2 was about the equivalent of 7 Deadly Frames. I wanted the season to at least be decent, and it was not. But hey, they gave us Nagi's movie, right? Because that's what we all wanted, right? The fucking Nagi movie. Who is in charge? Holy shit! You should have just made the U20 arc the movie. You fucking idiot! Subscribe or don't, I don't care right now.